How are you thinking the role of large language models when it comes to that kind of transactional kind of use cases?
Well, I mean, look, I think OpenAI and ChatGPT uh, have two things. They can understand something and they can generate something. So the understanding piece, like Prasanna said, we're going to leverage that as much as we can by coupling it with the context and the knowledge about the business rules and the business domain, as well as the user conversation. So we leverage that. But the generation aspect of it is also important because it can generate a sample conversation between a user and a bot. It could be a retail bot. It could be a concierge bot. So you don't have to start from scratch in designing a conversation. Now that conversation can be used to generate a flow, which we do basically already in our platform, where today you have to manually enter the conversation design and we generate a flow. Now the generated conversation design will generate the flow. But then when it comes to the flow, you have conditional branching, basically, that go in one direction versus the other based on business rules. Now, that is not something the LLMs are aware of, and that you build into the flow, basically, and then be able to use the LLM to respond with the appropriate language, to the user in terms of phrasing, basically in an empathetic manner or otherwise. So when you think about LLMs, you can use it on one side of the equation for the understanding piece, and you use the generation piece, as required to make that conversation more fluid and more controlled and more conversational, essentially. And that's how we see it, basically, overall.